Welcome everyone back to a brand new live stream. Hope you're all having a good day. Is my mic okay before I start? Is my mic okay? Yo, I'm Zilla, that's funny, bro. How is it now? Check now. Is the mic okay now? I've just plugged it, unplugged it. It should be fine now. The mic good now? Good now, yeah? Perfect. All right, guys. Bitcoin has obviously taken a big hit down from 104K, when the market opened. It took a swing back down to 97K. Now, for Bitcoin, this is just a normal, healthy correction. But what's really hurting everyone else is because a majority of people that's in crypto, they don't go to Bitcoin, they go to the altcoins. And the altcoins have been getting hammered. Dominance it wicked up to almost like a double high. And obviously, it has taken a little bit of a correction, but still, it's going back up. Now, hopefully we see like a double top for dominance and then head back down. But these are the times, and this is why, when I always say keep USDT on the side to take advantage of random events in the markets, these are the random events I'm talking about. Now, one of the causes for today's dip is the carry trade. Now, people said, carry trade unfolding, whatever, it's not. With the carry trade that we've seen in August, obviously today we haven't seen the same caliber because Bitcoin went down 20-30%, whereas today it only went down around 8 to 10%. And that's one of the ways how the carry trade is unwinding is when you see the Japanese yen against the dollar showing some strength, because what people are ultimately doing, they're selling their assets, they're selling the dollar, and they buying back the yen to obviously pay back the bank. This is what happens every time they raise the rates. The dollar obviously took another wick back down as well, and this is part of the FUD that's going around. Well, this is part of the cause of the dump, but the major cause is this DeepSeek story. I don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find it. It's this right here, is the DeepSeek, which is ultimately supposed to be a better version of ChatGPT. And the reason the market is scared, and the video talk about a 15% dump today, 16% dump, which is quite a lot for a stock. Stocks for 16% dump is like billions, hundreds of billions, maybe close to $1 trillion now. So that's a massive dump in the video. And one of the main reasons Nvidia dumped was because people who look at ChatGPT, obviously this DeepSeek took the number one spot in the most downloaded app on Apple, which kind of scared investors. But the most important thing is this cost $6 million to make, whereas ChatGPT has raised over 15 billion or 25 billion, to be a lesser version of this. So then people are thinking, wait a minute, is the AI bubble an actual bubble? Is it overpriced? And that's why Nvidia is dumping, because ChatGPT uses approximately 25,000 nodes or machines or whatever you call them for Nvidia. This one only uses 5 to 6,000. So it uses less GPUs, apparently. Obviously, this is not verified at the moment, and it's cheaper. For you to use ChatGPT, the better versions, you have to pay. Whereas this, you don't have to pay, it's free. And this is what's causing the market to dump today, because everyone's thinking these stocks are overvalued. And that's why we're having a dump in the S&P 500. Let me see if I can find Apple. I can imagine Apple is probably dumping as well. The Nasdaq took a massive dump. This is, for us, this is just a normal wick, but for the stock guys, this is a massive dump. So the Nasdaq took a hit, and one of the main reasons the Nasdaq took a hit was because of Nvidia, and that's what's kind of causing the market to shit the bed at the moment. And Bitcoin is obviously heading back lower. It could potentially come down to these levels. It could. Is it guaranteed? I don't think it is. As long as Bitcoin can hold above, I would say 99k. If it closes the daily above 99k, I think it should be fine. Well, 98k, sorry. As long as it closes above the 98k, well, I can't really show it on here, but I think that's the main support line, the 50 SMA. So as long as it holds that and doesn't wick below it and close below it, then ultimately it should be fine. But Bitcoin at the moment is in free fall. So this is quite a dump in the markets, and realistically for Bitcoin, it's not really fuck all. It's dumped around 5-6%. It's realistically nothing. But what's really fucking everyone over is these altcoins are getting absolutely destroyed at the moment. People are panic selling, people are market selling, people are scared to buy, and this is a quite common thing, because we've had too much retail in the markets and they are going to get completely wiped out. Now, in times like this, people get too bearish and they start calling for stupid price actions. Bitcoin's going down to 73k to wick off this support line here. At the top of the previous side, the top of the previous March, which was around 73k. People are calling for 73k now. Is that going to happen? Very, very unlikely. I don't really see that happening. When people oftentimes do this, especially on Twitter, they do this to catch the algorithms. When everyone's bearish, people start bear posting because it gets more attention, and that's what people do. When we get bullish, people start bull posting because it gets more attention. That's all people are doing. They don't even believe it themselves. They're probably accumulating while telling you it's going lower. So don't go on Twitter, because a lot of these guys, there's quite a few. All they do is they bear post when everyone's bearish and they bull post when everyone's bullish to catch the algorithms. That's all it is. But we have to see where this DeepSeek story goes, because if investors do find out that this DeepSeek is actually better than ChatGPT, it costs way less money, less sustainable, then I'll, a lot of these AI companies are going to take a decent hit, and the stock market is going to also take a decent hit. But we do have FOMC minutes in approximately 2 days. So on the Wednesday of this week, we are going to have FOMC. We're going to find out if the Fed is going to cut rates, or are they going to keep rates the same? Are they going to stop QE? Start QT. Are they going to start QE? We don't know. So this is a very important day, Wednesday. And then we have all other data as well. So we do have earnings for all the top companies. And every single time we do have these earnings, the whole market takes a stumble because of the uncertainty of, if the earnings are good, the stock market will shoot back up. It's as simple as that. If the earnings are okay, same thing. If there's nothing to be worried about, the market will recover. However, if the earnings are bad, then there's a chance that we most likely will head back lower. Now, obviously, when the stuff like this happens, all it does is pushes for the Fed to potentially end QT and maybe look to expand their balance sheet. So we do, in order for us to have a scenario where we have QE, there needs to be a reason for the Fed to start QE. Now, if the stock market goes down 30, 40%, 20% or whatever, then yes, the Fed will start QE, because there's ultimately something wrong in the markets. Now, I don't think this DeepSeek story is enough to crash the market that far. But, when stuff like this happens, it does indicate the Fed to potentially even come to the rescue. So it's not really, it's not a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing because the market is dumping, but it is good because we go a step closer for QE. QE is what's going to give us the life-changing alt season. Good to see everyone in the chat anyways. Any question? What's the update on helping marketing? I did apply for the ambassador role. They haven't got back to me. I'll probably apply again. You have to maybe apply a few times for them to get back. I'm going to keep applying though. Yeah, ropes and boxes are needed now, bro. I'm gonna open a new website for anyone that wants to have a rope, wants to buy a rope for what circumstances, and we're gonna buy boxes as well. I'm gonna start a business with that. Or I might just start. I might just open up a McDonald's and start hiring some of you guys, bro. What's your opinion on Banter last video when he gave his opinion about that next alt season? He's not wrong. I don't think he's wrong. What he's saying makes sense. But, when these guys talk about alt season, they keep referring to the 2020 style alt season. We're not going to get that. You can still have a normal alt season like 2017, like late 2023, early 2024. You can still have alt seasons like that where you might get a 10x, 15x your portfolio. And that's good enough, in my opinion. In this current market conditions, if you can get 10x your portfolio, you should be a very happy person. So unless we get it comes to a scenario where the Fed doesn't necessarily need to go into QE. Even if they just stop QT, it's enough to start an alt season. And I'll tell you what I mean. Let's go on total free, right? Let me zoom out. Go to the 2017 era. If you look over here, right, when we had this alt season, I don't know why it's not going back, but when we had this alt season in, is this okay? He doesn't want to go back further. Anyways, when we had this alt season in 2017, right, so you can see this big green candle, the Fed was not in QE. The Fed just stopped QT. I don't know why this ain't showing, but this line over here, let me just go back. Maybe it's bugged out. I don't know why it's not loading, bro. Zoom out. Is that all it goes back to 2017? Anyways, yeah, but the Federal Reserve just stopped QE. I mean, just stopped QT. So this was flat. If we can just get this flat, we can still have an alt season. All we need is for this just to go flat for a bit. Because as long as the Fed is not taking assets off their balance sheet, that is enough for the markets to switch sentiment from Bitcoin heavy into Ethereum and altcoin heavy. That's all we need. Obviously, when we had QE in 2019 to 2020, we had this massive alt season. If you just look at the size difference, is worlds apart. That's a mini alt season, but obviously Bitcoin was a lot smaller. Crypto was a lot smaller back then. When mainstream here, a lot of people were talking about crypto, and now we're getting mass adopted. That's all it comes down to. We just need the Fed to stop QT. We don't need QE for an alt season. That's one thing that these guys don't understand. These other banter and stuff. But what he was saying in that video made sense. He's talking about the Feds, QE and all that stuff. And a lot of people, and I think they're only catching on to these macro events now. A lot of them, for the last 2 years, I don't think they even knew what macro was up until recently, where it really does matter. Macro does matter. Yeah, NVIDIA did take a beating today, bro. It did. But look, NVIDIA is not the problem. The problem is like Apple and all these other companies, because NVIDIA will always provide GPU to these guys. Obviously, they would require less GPU, so NVIDIA would tank. But the main problem for these companies is, Microsoft and Apple and all these other companies, because they have they're way overvalued in terms of AI. But AI itself is in a little bit of a threat right now. At least in the stock market, the crypto market, no one cares. All of these crypto coins are now, like for example, AGI pumped aggressively today, And one of the main reasons was because they integrated, and this is very smart marketing from AGI. See this massive candle was because Lucy, the agent, integrated with DeepSeek, and it caused this massive candle. This is called smart marketing. Being first, I think this was the first one of the first projects that done that, and that's why the project pumped aggressively. You are good to see you, brother. One more dump at FOMC, and I'm below my entry points on all coins. If you're below your entry coins at all point, and I think we're all in the same boat right now. To be honest with you, all the coins that we've bought recently are gonna ultimately almost be below my entry point. Well, apart from Sensei, I don't think Sensei is ever gonna go down to the 0.1 region. So my entry point for Sensei is fine. I don't think it doesn't matter how much we dump. I don't think it's gonna go down that low. I think all the people that dumped Sensei have more or less finished dumping because the sell order is very thin. As soon as the market gets bullish, Sensei will flip back to like 0.05 very quickly because the sell order is very thin. And then, or it just never dumps much. Like it barely dumps. It was at, it rallied up a little bit, but all is down like probably 8% at most the last 7 days. It came down to about 9, rallied up to about 10ish, and now is at 0.86. That's barely a dump. Well, most other altcoins are down approximately 25%. So that's is always resilient in the dumps. It doesn't dump much, which is pretty good, I think. So in the AI genized video, I think Max will be a good stronghold if BTC crashes. Yeah, look, Max, I'm assuming is the I'm pretty sure this is the AI agent for Ori chain. I'm not 100% sure. Let me just have a look at what this is, bro. Because take your agents to the promised land. What does that mean? Is this a launchpad? Launch your own agent. Yeah, one thing you have to keep in mind, right? Launching your own agents is becoming boring now, my friend. There's hundreds of projects that do this. AGI does it now. Star Nifty does it. Dasher does it. A116 does it. Griffin does it. All of these AI agents, and there's hundreds more. Where you can launch your own agents. That's not good enough now. No one cares about that now. There's like 50, 100 platforms where you can launch your own agents. That's not good enough in this AI agent market now. You need agents that are useful now. That's why a majority of them are dying and they're not going to recover because we have enough AI agent launchpads. We have virtual, we have spectral, we have too many of them, my friend. So if your agent, all these agents you're talking about, if their use case is only an AI agent launchpad, it's not going to survive. It's just going to die. It's as simple as that, bro. Yes, this had a parabolic pump, but that's what happens when the narrative gets hot. People just buy anything that has AI agents in the end of it. Look at the Deepin narrative. Go look back to all the Deepin projects that launched when Deepin was the main narrative and go look at what they are now. A majority of them are dead because they come out with 100% in circulation, 100% in circulation, low volume, low amount of tokens in circulation. It makes it more attractive for investors. And then once the narrative switches to something else, because they don't have no real product, because whatever they have is fucking easy to make. Every single person now is implementing agent launches, so clearly it's not hard to make. If that's the only thing it provides, that project is going to die. People want agents with real use cases that's going to make your life easier. If it doesn't do that and all it can do is just launch agents, what the fuck is the point? We have 50 to 100 other platforms that do the exact same thing. So you need something that either solves a problem that makes your life easier. Otherwise, these little agents, single agents, are just going to die out. Look for swarm agents. That's why the likes of AGI will always be around, because their Lucy can do multiple different things. It's swarm. It doesn't just do one thing. A lot of these agents can only do one thing. That's not good enough. You need swarm agents that can do multiple different things. And that's why the likes of Sensei, the likes of all these other projects are going to always be around. because the agents could do multiple things and they were legit. Most of these projects don't even have a docs team. If they was to rug this tomorrow, pull the liquidity, who are you holding accountable? If Sensei pulls the liquidity and rugs it, we know who to look for. We know where Dan is. He lives in the UK. We can always go look for him, right? But if Max was to rug tomorrow, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna do nothing. You don't even know who's behind it. Your money is gone. That's why having a docs team is important. But like I said, if your agent is only a launchpad, and I made this very, very clear in that video, if your agent, and look how many examples I gave you, and that was just in the first page. If you go on Solana only, there's probably 1,000 more that does the exact same thing as what some of these projects do. Just launch your own agents. Whoa. It's not impressive. It's not good enough. That was good a month ago when the narrative was hot. But when the narrative cools off, a lot of these projects is just gonna die if they don't have no real use case. Which in this case, if all you offer is just to launch your own agent, you're not good enough. Yeah, that's also that's something I've heard as well. Every single time we get closer to Chinese New Year's, somehow the market always dumps. It's weird, and then we always recover afterwards. Fast Eddie, walaikum salam, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. I seen your text message, bro. I hope you get better. I'll get back to you straight after this live. I hope you're doing fine, Eddie, bro. It does feel far away, but that's how the market makes you feel. When you give up and when you sell, the market will always pump. That's how it is. And these exchanges, these market makers, are what's pushing the price down on purpose so their friends can buy in cheaper. Their friends are now accumulating below 100K. That's how it works. They're not going to go buy 105K, 110K. No, they're going to buy it cheaper. That's what they do. But in the process, a lot of people get shaken out. And in that process is where, if you just market sell now and start panicking, you're just stupid. It doesn't matter, bro. Listen, if you're one of those emotional people, just don't go on your phone for a couple of days. It's not hard. Just don't open your Mexi, don't open your Tangent, don't open nothing. Just go do something else. Nothing goes down forever, and nothing goes up forever. And in this case, we have been going down consistently for a while now. So nothing can go down forever. Everything will bounce at some point. People get overly bullish when the market is green, and then they get overly bearish when the market is in red. You shouldn't be like that. You should be in between. And if you listen to me and you got USDT on the side at all times, never going 100%, you just slowly buy now and take advantage of the dip. Because when everything goes green again, I guarantee you, most of you will just be like, I wish I bought more. It happens every time. But now, what you should do at least now is when the market does go green, take some off the table. Have some USDT ready in case the market does the exact same shit again. Because we are in a market where every single month, depending on the data, we're gonna either pump or dump. It's as simple as that. So before we get to the day every single month, take some off the table, have some USDT on the side to take advantage in case the market dumps again. Never be in fully in the markets is never a wise choice because you always become way too emotional than you need to be. The last cost claim DeepSeek are buying disputed market distributed is the way. The last cost. Oh, is it? Has it? I never knew that actually. No one really knows, but it's all just fucking Snift is Chinese AI. I actually think it is. Yeah, Snift is actually owned by the Chinese. So is Alt because Max Lee is Chinese. That's why fucking Snift is pumping today. I've realized this is one of the strongest holding coins, and it just does its own thing. Maybe I'm the cause of the pump after my video, maybe. But either way, people are not selling, people are accumulating, which is good. What's my full odds on ACH? I'm sure that's the Alchemist coin, right? Alchemist ACH. Alchemy Pay. Chart looks okay, but it looks a bit bridging the fiat to crypto global. Yes, it has a clear use case, but why do you need to invest into it? Just use it. Good volume. Just check if the team has not abandoned the project, bro. I think DeFi will make a comeback at some point, so it's not too bad. Hell no, I'm in big loss. What the fuck, guys? Don't worry, bro. Yeah, no, another FOMC, bro. You're right. You want to add to your bags, my friend? Thoughts or Sensei or RWA prop base already have real ad made in US incentive as Trump, do I think? Yeah, Rio is made in the US, so it does have that advantage. And Rio, despite all the FUD that Rio went through, is still the, I think it's the third most talked about altcoin on Twitter. Is the third most talked about altcoin on Twitter, which is crazy. So people always show this coin, despite how the market is, despite what everyone thinks of it, is literally one of the most talked about coins in Twitter, which is pretty good in my opinion. I think that's a big that's something to be proud of in my opinion. So it will always pump when RWA is going to be a massive narrative. I think Alex Becker just made a video on RWA today as well. Yeah, DMTR something happened. I don't know if you rug pulled, but it took a massive hit. It went basically to like below 1 cent, and I don't know what happened. Obviously, it's bounced back. If you bought the dip, you would have been up literally 5x. Obviously, I wasn't aware. What would have been the market cap at that point? Do you know what happened to T13? Because I seen this today and I was very shocked. I was like, what the fuck happened to this? Yeah, just 20 million just got wiped out. I don't know if a whale sold until it's a really dead project. I don't know what they're doing, but this is another thing you have to keep in mind. Just like you just said, my friend, a lot of these projects will be, and what I mean by that is you might think these projects are alive, but in reality, hold on. We regret to inform our community that one of our crypto wallets have been hacked. Our team is actively investigating the situation. Oh my goodness. A hack. A hack. A hack. I don't believe any of these guys actually get hacked. They just took a massive chunk of profits. They're going to go now, launch a new token, mint more tokens, and that's exactly what's going to happen. This is 100% in circulation. They're going to potentially mint more tokens. Maybe, this is just, I don't believe in these guys say, bro. Whenever project claims they got hacked, like how the fuck do you get hacked? How do you even get hacked? If you're a crypto project, how come all the big projects never get hacked? And all these other projects always randomly get hacked? It's crazy. It is a dead project though. DMTR was good once upon a time, all the way at the lows down here back in 2022. But now it's not really worth, bro. What's my thoughts on IX? iSwap is not too bad, my friend. It's not too bad. It's like a decent RWA coin. Even though I don't know how it's RWA, but they claim to be RWA. So Tecton pump and dump now, up 20%, then proceed to go below where the 20% started. I exhausted with this coin. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I think we all exhausted with fucking Tecton, bro. Well, he pumped and then dumped, and then because the market got bearish, it came back down to where it was before. Slightly higher, actually. Yeah, slightly higher. I don't blame you, bro. I think everyone's fucking exhausted with this coin. Everybody hit the likes to get the free rope. Anyone who hits the likes, I'll send you guys a rope in case you want to, Ross, good to see you, brother. SeaWorld thoughts. SeedWorld. SeedWorld doesn't look too bad. I haven't looked into the game too much, but it doesn't look too bad. One thing you have to remember, gaming is dead at the moment. A majority of gaming projects have either just no one gives a shit about gaming at the moment, is the easiest way to put it. So And I still would not be accumulating gaming. I'll focus on other narratives. If you look at Mavia just put in a new all-time low. Mavia just put in, and the reason people are so scared at the moment for Mavia is fucking $16 million market cap. Fucking hell. That's crazy low, bro. And one of the main reasons people are shitting their pants with Mavia at the moment is because they have an unlock in approximately, let's just have a look. When is the unlock? In 9 days. They have a sizable unlock, which is, $5.6 million. So it's not a small unlock. It's currently, that's 34% of the current market cap. It's a fucking big unlock. And, after this unlock, which obviously the advisors, the pre-sales, the team, which they're obviously going to start dumping as well, the fuckers, they are going to get their tokens. That means there is going to be some selling pressure. You have to remember that. And, hopefully, if Mavia does go to maybe 40 cents or something, I will be buying Mavia at that price because the market cap will be like 10 million. And to get Mavia at the same prices as, where's my chain broker? At the same prices as the strategic or the pre-sale people, I don't think that's a bad idea. At least get something in there. It doesn't matter if it dumps because yes, it's dumping significantly, but at least you're getting it the same price as these guys, which is 40, the private guys, which is 40 cents. See, 20 cents is very, very unlikely in my opinion, but 40 cents is likely. So if you get Mavia around 40 cents, I think that's a huge opportunity. And I will be buying Mavia at that price personally. I will be. So, it's got all the tier 2 exchanges. All it needs now is just a tier 1. That's it. It's already got crypto.com, which is a tier 1. But they got all the tier 2s. Well, they don't. OKX is a tier 1, actually. I don't want to put OKX as a tier 2. But they have all the good exchanges, got very good volume. And, at some point, Mavia will do well. Because, and one of the things that Mavia does need to work on, and it's not a hard thing to do, just pay someone just to fucking make posts on Twitter. It's not hard. Just post, make random posts about the game, about, that's all you need to do. And if you post on Twitter, a lot of the community members lose that conviction and they start selling their bags. And one of the prime example of that is Carrot. Carrot, is one of those that never ever posts on the Twitter. And a lot of people lose conviction because they think the project is dead. But across the board, a majority, I would say about 99%, 98% of gaming projects are more or less dead. But at least Kara is posted something, 3 days ago. Oh, they posted a whole video. Nice. They're going to launch their game soon, which is going to be massive. But that's all you need to do. Like Mavia, all it needs to do is just start making posts and the community will be somewhat bullish. But because they don't do that, people lose conviction. And you've seen that with Carrot as well. They barely post. Mavia barely posts. And when they post, it's something to do with the game. It has nothing to do with crypto. It has something to do with the game. And no one gives a shit about the game. I don't think anyone's playing the game, realistically. The people that hold the token don't play the game. Majority don't. They just want to, they think the game's good and they think it's going to make them money. It's as simple as that. And if they're not posting crypto-related stuff and building partnerships, and that's what's causing the downfall of this project. And people are obviously scared of the unlock at the moment. But yeah, I haven't really looked into Seaboard, my friend. And at the moment, gaming is not the best option. So I wouldn't be looking to accumulate gaming now. Maybe in Q2, I would look to buy gaming. Maybe Q2. And, one of the things I like about OTK, despite it going down, whatever, which most gaming projects are down at the moment, it posts regularly, keeps the community, as long as they post something, people don't think the project is dead. These guys are posting, play this game, you can earn Jupiter tokens, whatever. That's pretty good. You play and earn. That's the whole point. And then, they just updated the roadmap. This type of stuff keeps the people that are holding the token, keep holding the token and not sell it. But most of these other gaming projects don't even want to do the most simplest thing. And that's why I don't like some of these gaming projects. Yeah, that's a very smart thing to do, my friend. Always keep your orders lower in case it wicks there. Some of them might never wick there, but when it does, you're going to be up 20% on that bag instantly because it wicks down and wicks back up straight away. Prime buying targets and how high you can go. Prime is, let's have a look at Prime. Prime has taken a hit along with Beam. Beam is taking a massive hit. Let's go on the year. Maybe around $8. There's a little bit of support around $8. I would say this is not a bad time to accumulate Prime, to be fair. Yeah, it's not a bad time. Beam is also taking a massive hit. Surprised Beam has dumped this much, but it's dumped a lot. Below 1 billion now. Beam from the all-time highs is down, over 50%, around 60%. If Beam goes down to like the 110, I mean, the 12, the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 region, I will be buying some Beam myself because it'll move quick back up. But I would be buying Prime, DCA from now down to about $7.50. But like I said, it all depends on how Bitcoin performs. Good evening, G. Hit the likes and show some love for the. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Hard to be long-term holder. Some trading is needed when going up. Yeah, 100%, my friend. You do need to do some trading. Always take some off the table when the market pumps, just because we are in a situation where, unless it all depends on the next few days. If the Fed, when the Fed, last month or the month before that, a couple of months ago, the Fed continued QT, and I gave an alert saying if you have an average, if your averages are shit on any project, if you have terrible averages, when you get into profits, take your profits, because we're still in QT. Yes, the market might pump in the short term, but in the grand scheme of things, because we're in QT, none of these pumps are going to be sustainable. And look how that played out. It played out beautifully, because if your averages were shit on something, and then when you get back into profits, take your profits. That means you sell, because if your averages are terrible, you're going to get better buying opportunities. And look what happened. We've got lower than August prices, some of these projects, way lower than August prices, which is crazy. Some projects are still holding up well. Other projects like ATR is not only, it didn't even really dump, it just pumped back up. ATR, just look at the chart. It just looks really, it just randomly pumped from like 2.5 all the way back up to like almost 4.5 cents or some shit. I don't know what happened, but some projects don't dump. Some projects dump more than others. Are you leaving a moon bag at 100 million? Let the rest ride for sniffed. Bro, I'm gonna be DCAing out, bro. I'm not waiting for 100 million to take profits. I'm DCAing out. Always DCA out. Don't just wait for one price like 100 million and then start taking profits. No. Once you go up like 10%, 10x, 15x, 20x on these lower caps I tend to wait a bit more. But high caps, as soon as it hits like a 5, 6, 7x, I start taking profits. Mid caps around 10x regions, I take profits. But low caps, I wait, minimum 15x, and then I take profits. That's how I always do it. My low cap has to hit 15x before I start taking profits. Because low caps, obviously, they're going to move way quicker when they do pump. But mid caps, I'll wait between like 8 to 10x, and then I'll take profits. Too many dips, ran out of cash. Can you hold this until March? I got more cash coming. I'm not a market maker, bro. You're going to have to ask the elites. Most of the case scenario for 2024 would be possible to see old season happen in 2025, maybe. It will happen at some point in 2025, yes, no doubt, because dominance cannot continuously go up forever. So it will have to come down eventually. And the Fed cannot stay in QT forever. So they are going to have to either, maybe if they don't want to start QE, they can just stop QT, stop taking stuff off their balance sheet, It's not fucking hard. Just I don't know why they keep taking stuff off the balance sheet. They have slowed it down the last year, and normally, from history, whenever they do that, between 6 to 8 months, they normally just stop QT in general. So they stop taking it off their balance sheet, which is very bullish. And a lot of people are saying, because at the moment, and this is something to consider as well, at the moment, the market is only pricing in one rate cut. So if we get a scenario where the Fed starts talking, start talking more rate cuts, and people start pricing in more rate cuts, our altcoins are going to just start flying back up. Because the reason our alts are dumping so much is because the market is only pricing in one rate cut. But there's a lot of people in the Trump administration, some of the higher ups, saying we have at least 3 to 4 rate cuts this year. If they tap into their reserves, they can bring down inflation very quickly, and they can also create more jobs, which that means unemployment is going to stay low as well, or lower, but not low, a decent level. All we need is just for them to just stick around the same level for a couple of months, and the market will pump progressively. That's what happened before. So what happened in 2023, early 2024, when we had that crazy explosive, 4 or 5 months, unemployment and inflation were just holding the line. They weren't doing anything. And that's all we need. So many coins. People say, look, people always say there is so many coins. There is so many coins only on Solana, and a majority of them are meme coins. When it comes to good fundamental projects, there is not a lot of them, my friend. They still remain low. That is something you have to consider. And the shift is happening already. If you go on Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, or what the fuck name is, Brian Armstrong. Was that his name? Let's go on Coinbase, bro. I think it was Coinbase that made a post, and they said, Coinbase, he made a post saying we're going to rethink our listing process. I don't know where he is. Was it him? Was it this guy that did it? I think it was the CEO that made a post. Oh, there we go. Yeah. We need to rethink our listing process at Coinbase, given there are 1 million tokens a week being created and now growing. Highly quality problem to have. By evaluating each one-to-one is no longer feasible. Regulators need to understand that applying approval is for each one. So, I think what they're going to do now is they're going to start looking for fundamental projects. That's what they're going to do. They're not just going to keep banging on, because this is what Coinbase was doing. Coinbase was only listing shitty meme coins. That's it. Look at all the meme coins that everyone thought was a blue chip. Just look at them now. Look at Peanut. This was a blue chip meme coin. Look what the fuck happened to it. It come down stupid amounts, like 10x down, damn near. These were the blue chip. This is what happens with meme coins, and people don't understand this. They think once they get listed on Coinbase and Thingy that they're going to continue to go higher. No. Once you get listed on top exchanges, your time is done. People will go look for the next one. This is how the meme coin shit works. You cannot stay holding a meme coin and expect it to pump, thinking it's just going to continuously go up when there's 10,000 more being launched every day. There's not this one. There's a fucking FFOG one. What the fuck this shit is. There's so many different ones that people thought were blue chips, and they've just died away. You cannot have blue chip memes. There's no such thing, because we have too many of them. Yes, the Doge and the other Sheep one. Yes, they were blue chips because at that time they were the only ones. That's why they stay blue chip now. Elon is helping Doge. Sheep is just down the drain anyways. No one gives a shit about Sheep. But Doge is only alive mainly because of Elon. If it wasn't for Elon, same shit would have happened to all of these other coins. The same thing would happen to Doge. So, these meme coins, that's the only thing that's saturating the market. When it comes to quality projects, there's still only a handful. Like I said, people are bullish on all these AI agents now because they've pumped initially when the narrative is hot. Let's see how they do now. I guarantee you 90% of them are going to rug pull and just disappear. And only the good ones, the ones I'm telling you to buy, they're going to be around because they're legit businesses. Something like Alt will never die because it's a legit business. I would rather have my money in Alt than some fucking meme coin, Max, wherever the fuck you were talking about, T13, with some anime character, and it has one basic use case. Alt is a legit business earning $10 million annually. That's what companies and these projects look for. When these big institutions, the biggest changes, they look for companies that's generating income. So, when people say but the shift is happening though. The shift is happening. I think people are just getting tired of losing money on meme coins. I think they done a poll, where I think certain projects outperform meme coins on average because people think, when they hear one guy turn $10 into $1 million, that's like 1 in a billion. And they think if they go gamble on meme coins, the same luck will happen to them. But in reality, 99% of people don't make money on meme coins and they never will. So it's a very hard place because you're going to buy a coin, especially on Solana, liquidity is locked. So the only way for liquidity, you can't really rug it. So people just sell because the gas fees are so low, they just sell for little profits. And everyone that cheats there. So when one person panics out, the next person panics out after him, and it just carries on, and the project goes from 50 million down to 1 million in the space of one day. So this is why fundamentals always win. And if you follow my Twitter, Uncle CZ said the exact same thing. Stick to fundamentals. Time will be on your side. Hot market, maybe many opportunities, blah, blah, blah. But it is best to stick to fundamentals. People that stick to fundamental will always win in the end because fundamental always pumps at some point. Whereas, yes, you can go chase some meme coin that can do a 50, 60x, but the majority of them just rug pull. It's just like literally hitting the casino. That's what it's called. But I can't look. If you're one of those people that have time to sit on your phone all day, look for the meme coin, then you can make a bit of money. But majority of people don't have that time. 100%. But the real gems, I think people are just getting bored of just spam coins every single day. I think they're getting bored of that. They're going to eventually start looking for real coins, especially when the market slaps you in the face like today, the last couple of days. When some of these meme coins are down like 80, 90%, that's when you get the reality check. Khalid, my friend, I appreciate the $10. What a loon market, bro. This market is like just ridiculous, bro. I don't think anyone has. I've never experienced a market like this. It's hard to maneuver in markets like this, my friend. It's very, very hard. This is a business cycle. I've never seen a business cycle. None of us have ever seen a business cycle. So we just don't know how it's going to work. Sensei Ruggs, Dan will be in another country. It doesn't matter, bro. We're going to find him with whatever country he's in. Appreciate the £10 though, my friend Khalid. What happened to 01 Labs DEAI? What happened to DEAI was very simple. It had the team FUD. And once the team, gets that FUD and people become uncertain, specifically smart money, they end up just getting rid of that token and going buying something else. So that's something to consider. And this is why you look for quality projects that are legit businesses, because projects like this, one little FUD. But then again, bro, most charts look like this. So it's not really what happened to DEAI. Yes, the FUD played a massive role on DEAI. I reckon if it wasn't for the FUD, this probably would have been sitting around like 45 cents or some shit. Maybe 40 cents, maybe 35. It would not be dumping as much as it has now. But majority of charts look like this, to be honest. So yeah, look, yeah, I was just giving a scenario. I don't think Sensei will rug because it's a legit business. They got a wide team. They've literally got over like, I don't know how many people, but they've got 34 people working for them now. So they are going to be developing. The agents, they're only going to get better. And that's why I like Sensei. And, fundamental always win, like CZ said. So stick to fundamentals. Don't go chasing the fucking meme coins, bro. Michael Saylor accumulated today. Michael Saylor brought 10,000 Bitcoin today, worth 1.1 billion. So that motherfucker's accumulating nonstop. Have no question. Just wanted to thank you for sticking with us through all the whining. Yeah, the private group, to be honest with you, has been a bit crazy lately, bro. Everyone is whining. Not everyone, but there's a few people whining, and it's it gets annoying, bro, because at the end of the day, you've already committed your wealth to crypto. So you complaining in the chat, it's not going to change anything. We are not market makers. You have to just stay around and just, like I said, nothing goes down forever and nothing goes up forever. And at the moment, we're only going down. So you can't stay down forever. Eventually, it will pump back up. That's how the markets work. And when it does next time pump back up, maybe take some profits off the table. So when we dump next time, you have some USDT to buy. Most of the people that's whining are the people that's 100% in the markets and they didn't take my advice and they didn't save USDT. Those are the people that's whining. The people that have USDT are just sitting there chilling, just taking advantage of the dump. So on the next pump, maybe get 10, 15% of some shit in USDT, bro. Just do it don't matter. Even if you miss 10% of your portfolio, if the market goes in a full-blown alt season, who cares? You can always do trades with that 10%. At least if the market dumps, you're not crying and whining. You have money to buy the dip. Simple as that. That's what you guys should do next time. Lavar, good to see you, bro. My comment, your comment's not deleted, bro. What comment did you make? I haven't seen your comment yet. Everyone's out of money. This is what I'm saying. No one takes my advice when I say keep USDT on the side. You're always with us. I thought you would walk away this shakeout. I'm always here, bro. If I'm not on a live, I'm always either I'm on the free Telegram group or I'm in my Discord, just babysitting. Crypto G, good to see you, bro. What's your thoughts about virtual ecosystem? Look, anything on the virtual ecosystem are ultimately memes, and they will highly, the only way they're going to pump is if virtual pumps. So anything on the ecosystem of virtual is highly correlated to how virtual behaves. And that's what I said in that video as well. So if you think virtual is bullish, which it is, and virtual pumps, the entire ecosystem will pump, my friend, including whatever coin that is. Bro, someone banned this fucking bot, bro. What the fuck's he talking about pre-sale? My Tremble swap did 30x. Did that coin come out? Fucking hell. Seen that. It was like it's not even out, bro. Treble swap. It was launching. Treb. Your Treb swap did a 30. That's cap, bro. Treb swap's not even fucking out, you liar. Treble swap. How can your treble swap do that much when the token hasn't even launched yet? Oh, is it live? Let me see. Where's the coin, bro? I can't find it. ETH Treb is now sitting at 715 APR. That's fucking scammy, bro. I don't like that. If a project has that much APR, it means they're struggling, bro. I don't like projects like that. Where's the coin? How come I can't find the coin? Where's the CA? Okay. Looks like a. Is this 24-hour trading volume? I can't find this, bro. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know how to buy this shit. If it's not on CoinMarketCap, I don't know where it is. Anyways, if you made a 30x, my friend, congratulations to you. Yeah, hacked. We don't. They got hacked. One of the wallets. I don't believe in the hacks, bro. Yeah, my friend. It's I don't think if you're not in the community, you're gonna be feeling that. Just join my free Telegram group. I'm active in there all the time. The link is literally in the description. It's a free group. Just join in there. I'm active in there all the time. Helping people through these times. How will BTC dominance decrease if the institution figures Michael Saylor invest in billions? How can altcoins attract more inflows? Well, first of all, the Ethereum inflows have significantly grown. So the ETF for Ethereum now holds 1% of the Ethereum supply and is going up steadily. Eventually, at the pace that is going, they will have 3% of the supply within a couple of months. At the same time, just look what Trump is doing. Trump is not buying BTC, he's buying Ethereum. His biggest holding is Ethereum. He has 250 million in Ethereum, which is a lot of money, right? His whole portfolio is basically 400 million, and he has over half in Ethereum. So that means they have a plan for Ethereum. No person, that does not have a plan with anything is just going to go buy, half of this crypto portfolio in one coin unless they have something lined up for Ethereum. At the same time, when BlackRock and all these other companies are talking about tokenization, they're not going to go to fucking Solana, which is just a meme coin, whatever meme coin. That's all it's known for. They're going to go to Ethereum because Ethereum is the most secure chain, the most decentralized in crypto. Well, more decentralized than Bitcoin and Solana and all these other coins. It's the most decentralized and is the most secure. So yes, the gas fees are high, but they're going to fix the gas fees according to the fucking Vitalik guy. So they are going to scale Ethereum and reduce the gas fees. That's his next goal. It's going to take fucking years anyways. Who cares? But anyways, that's his goal. But when it comes to big money and institutions are going to come in and they're going to tokenize, like BlackRock wants to tokenize, they're not going to fucking go to Bitcoin and tokenize. They're going to go to Ethereum because that is the chain for tokenization, for DeFi, and for utility. If you want meme coins, you go to Solana. If you want to build a legit project, you go to Ethereum. That's how it is. Ethereum holders hold their token. Solana holders, you can send it to 50 million and down to 1 million in one day. And it doesn't matter about fucking institutions buying, fucking BTC. There's ETFs now for every single altcoin. There's going to be ETF for XRP, Solana. That is the shift that you're seeing. The reserve for digital assets was not Bitcoin alone. It's digital assets. It means other coins included. That's where the shift is happening. The shift will happen at some point. People are not just going to buy Bitcoin for 2x. They're going to go buy Ethereum for 3 to 5x. People always want more money. Do you think these institutions are just going to stick to one thing? They're going to go buy Ethereum when Ethereum becomes profitable for them. Anyways, guys, I do have to get off very, very soon because I have to go to a family house today. What about Karate Combat? See it everywhere. No, Karate Combat is one of the worst investments you can make, my friend. And I'll make it very clear. And I have made it clear in the past. So, hopefully no one bought into Karate Combat because I made it very clear to why you should never buy it. You can go watch it. You can maybe participate in it and go fight on Karate Combat. But as an investment, you should never buy Karate Combat. Just look at the token unlocks. For the next, until the end of 2026, mid 2026, Q2 2026, there's going to be unlocks every single day. And 90% of the supply is held by early investors, more or less. So why would you buy this token? It does not make sense. It's not going to go anywhere. The token unlocks are just horrific. It's going to keep selling off in every single pump. It's pointless. Don't buy this token, my friend. Ancient A is not too bad. I wouldn't buy it myself though. It's too pumped too much for my liking, but it's not too bad. Does Sniff need to post as well? Sniff posts on a regular. They post at least 2 to 3 times a week at least. They're very active when it comes to posting. They get good engagement. They just partner with whoever this company is. Jan 25th. They've added Tau Cat Agent, Virtuals, whatever the fuck that is. They've added that to the ecosystem, and that fucking bot. Mind games, whatever. Mind games are fun. Looking forward to meeting your crew, whatever that guy replied. Tau Cat replied. And when you ask this guy about Sniff, he says it's a legit project, the AI bot. So these guys are posting. The partnership with these guys, partnership with Sonic. I'm sure you guys know about the big EVM on Solana. They formed a partnership with those guys. BNB Daily, which is the official BNB chain, posts them. along with AI tech, along with a bunch of other projects. So they are on the ecosystem, which is good, and they are active with it when it comes to posting. So there's nothing fundamentally wrong with this. Mavia posts fuck all. At least these guys post partnerships and updates on the tech. Mavia just posts random game updates that no one gives a shit about. Do I think about Polytrade, Rio, TokenFi as RWA projects? I think 1 second. All right, guys, I gotta get off because I gotta go. I just got a text message that I need to go. I like Polytrade is okay, but I prefer prop base, Rio, and Bricken for RWA players. I prefer those three. Those three are the best in my opinion. The MTR team have gonna they're gonna have them. That guy has probably just booked a holiday, today. He's probably given up on the market and for fuck this. I'm about to hack my whole. I'm gonna hack my wallet and book a holiday and take a little break. Any updates on Munity? Well, Munity has been working aggressively. Munity. One of the things I really like about Munity is they always working and they're always updating. It's very, very bullish on Munity. For such a cool project, they always work. We're excited. The MetaHost Unity is building on base. The new game is going to come out. It looks very, very good. This game looks actually decent and is obviously built on Beam as well. So they do have that Beam ecosystem. The main game is built on Beam, which is quite bullish, which is this game here. And now they've bridged over to base, which is very bullish as well. So you can buy an Eurodome. And these guys are always giving consistent updates, giving rewards. And I think overall Munity is just a very good DJ and gaming project. Yeah, I think the majority of low caps will do 15x female absolute bottom price. 100%. Thank you guys for watching today. Smash the like, just like this guy has said. D-Clan, good to see you, brother. Smash the like. I will be live potentially tomorrow, and we can have a more thorough live going through everything in much more detail. Today, I just wanted to do a quick update for you guys. I know you guys need you guys need a little bit of pep talk during these times because it's just one of those. It's just one of those market conditions where people just need that reassurance. And I hope you guys have had that today. There's nothing to fundamentally be worried about. The market is going to do this once in a while. In the last 2 cycles in January, the market will always shit post-halving. Yeah, that's all it is. The market have always been shit. In the previous cycles, Bitcoin dumped 30% in the post-halving year, and then we went on to have a good February. The exact same thing is in play now. We're having a shit January, and we're going to have a good February. So there's nothing to be worried about. Just accumulate. Take my advice when I say keep USDT on the side, 5-10%, whatever. It's never a bad idea to have USDT cash on the side. Never. Especially in this uncertainty in the markets. But like I said, we got FOMC on Wednesday. Hopefully they stop QT. That'll be massive for all coins. But we got Trump in office now, man. Like, he's been working very, very hard. He's been doing the right things. As soon as he came into office, he stopped the war. He stopped sending weapons to Ukraine. That war is going to end very quick. That means gas prices are going to come down now. As long as he has a good relationship with Russia, gas prices are going to come down. Oil prices are going to come down, which means inflation is going to come down. And on the bright side, people don't realize the dollar is going back down now, which is very good for risk assets. The dollar topped out January, last cycle, and in 2017-16 as well. And the same thing has happened now. The dollar's topped out. The 10-year has come down now, which means people have locked in their bonds, which is good. And there's literally nothing to be worried about. We just had a little shakeout with the stock market. This dump had nothing to do with the crypto market. It was all to do with the stock market. And because they both correlated, obviously, when the stock dumped, everything dumps, all other assets dump as well. That's all it is. Nothing to be worried about. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys potentially tomorrow. Smash that like button. Let's get to, there's like 140 of you guys watching. Just hit the like. I would appreciate that loads. And I will see you guys tomorrow 100%. I'll be live tomorrow and we'll go over everything a little bit more, in depth. Where's my sign out button? There it is.